everybody. Welcome back to Keep Watch Media. Thanks for tuning in. This episode is going to be a little bit different. Just wanted to pull the curtain back a little bit and talk about who we are and why we're doing this and why it's so important to us. Just typical blue-collar family as far as who we are. Been a truck driver for 16 years. My wife is a stay-at-home mom. She does a phenomenal job at that. Truck driving is pretty much all I've known. You know, I'm just your average guy. Been watching the news just like everyone else, watching our country deteriorate right before our eyes, not knowing what's real, what's fake, what's biased, what's not. Every time you turn on the news, it's Democrats versus Republicans, not in a sense of politics and the hard decisions that make our country great, but just they're fabricating stories about each other and they're attacking simple phrases that each other uses. You know, when you turn on Fox News, they're talking about something that someone said on CNN and vice versa. And that got very frustrating for us, especially the ones that are just trying to find out what happened, you know, on the other side of the country maybe, or right next door. We just wanted to hear some valid, factual news. And you couldn't even rely on the weather at times. It was always like a flip of a coin whether it was accurate or not. So we decided that the only way to do anything about it is to start studying and reading for ourselves, learn how to film a little bit, and report on the things that matter a bit. You know, report on things that we really want to hear, not what someone said and what someone did. And I also noticed that not only were they reporting on what each other said rather than events, but they're always negative. Even if they do report on an event, it's always blood, guts, and gore. It was never the police officer saved this child, or the firefighter put out this burning building, or the governor reported to this disaster. It was always just such negative heartbreak. We went to bed with more fear and anxiety and confusion than we felt before we turned on the news. And that's something that I wanted to address and try to change ourselves, because they were not going to change it. They're big corporations answering to a multi-billion-dollar industry, and you and I aren't like that. We're not receiving any kind of finances from anyone. We're just trying to talk to each other, communicate with people throughout the country, relate to their stories, and be a part of our communities. It's important to be a part of our communities and really know what's going on, not just serve up negative dishes on a biased platter and cramming it down people's throat. You know, I use the transgender activists a lot, because if you speak to some of the people in the gay community, they don't want anything to do with these rallies and these marches where they're going wild and rampant. Same thing with, you know, some of the other rallies that I won't mention on here. They never report the real values and opinions of people. They take the most radical people from both sides and stick a camera in their face and let them go. And I don't want it to be like that anymore. And the only way to change that is to step in and do something ourselves, take the initiative to do something ourselves. So I bought some equipment. If I only reach 25 people, and they reach 25 people, well, then you can do the math. In time, the truth and the facts and the love will spread, and it will become, this country will become what it was supposed to be all along. And we can heal some of the wounds that we have. And maybe people from other countries will look on America again with some pride and some dignity. Because Lord knows we're tearing ourselves apart from the inside, and I just can't stand to see it anymore. I've got a lot of friends and family that agree and that are in support of this. And even if you're not in support of this, reach out to us in the comments or in our emails and come on the show with us, talk with us, sit in with our podcast, and let's have a healthy conversation, a debate. That's where it starts, a conversation. If we can all just talk and work through our troubles, and we would probably find out we had a lot more in common than we ever thought possible. But that's not what the powers that be want us to know. They don't want us to know that we all worry about just raising our children and paying our power bill. They want us all to be segregated and separated into little groups. That way we stay weak and we stay afraid all the time. And these things need to stop. We need to be unified on a lot of topics that they themselves are the ones that created. but they have us pinned against each other. So we're not worried about what they're doing. We're worried about what each other's doing, keeping up with the Joneses in a sense. And I just can't stand to see it anymore. So we've started this small channel in hopes to reaching some people. We appreciate the support that we've already received. You guys are awesome. We love each and every one of y'all, and we're hoping that this channel will boom. Not for a monetary sense, but just because it's time for the truth to have its day. We appreciate you guys tuning in, and we hope that this channel can help everyone somehow, some way. If you like what you hear and you see, please like and subscribe. It helps. It helps with the algorithm, and it helps reach more people's ears. We hope all of y'all have an awesome day and an awesome week, and we look forward to delivering more messages and factual news to y'all. My name's Joshua. My wife's name's Kim, and I'm out of here. Thank y'all.